you don't feel like it applies to you because you're not rich, but you're all in her pockets. Like I don't like that, man.
There you go.
I
There
don't
you
like
go.
that.
So yeah, so we can definitely get there because I can kind of see both sides of the aisle. It's kind of like, let's say, if Dr. Umar, right? Perfect example. He preaches, black on black. We want the help from the whites. It has to be from within.
Mhm.
Don't date them snow bunnies. And then next week, he pops out with a badass snow bunny. Over the past 20, 10 years, he's been preaching, don't, brother. I
Don't
know it looks
don't.
like that, but why are you with the milk magnesium? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? But all right, we're on live. Let me make sure it looks good. What's up, good folks? We are here. Let me record as well.
How y'all doing?
All right, man. All right, we are
What's
live. We are recording.
happening? No. This is the Geek Silent Podcast. I am Aye the King.
I'm Big G to be the one.
Listen, man, we got some stuff to talk about, including
Ooh.
Diddy is going to jail. Well, he been in jail, but he gonna stay in jail for
Right.
for some
For some
more years.
time. Yeah.
I gotta tell y'all about my Anderson Paak experience, man. Shout out to Anderson Paak.
Hmm.
Put on a great show at the Nova last week. Nicki and Cardi is going at it again, like
But
for
this time
whatever
it's getting a
reason.
bit more personal now.
Way too personal. So
It's
we're gonna
yeah.
touch on that, plus a lot more, man. We want to thank
Mhm.
everybody for rocking with the Geek Salad podcast.
Thank you.
Gee, what's going on with you, man? How are you, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I'm glad we get together this morning, stream live for y'all who was there. And if you have any comments or questions, so I just want to say what up to them boys in right, the Geek Seller boys. Please do so in the comments on YouTube Live. Please make sure to follow our Instagram as well. RANG presents Geek Salad is there. Link will be in the body when I'm done with this video. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page as well, where you will catch our live podcast made available there. Skits, clips, all the good shit. But overall, man, I'm good. I got some dope shit I want to share with you and the folks. I'm gonna go off the camera for a bit. Keep on talking. I'll be right back.
Word up, word up. He's going to share something dope with us. Yo, so last week got to see Anderson Pat. This is my first time actually seeing Pat live. Dope show. Shout out to the staff at the Nova. Um, just seeing his show, it made me realize how much I'm not 25 no more. Like I don't want to go to a concert and be like there for 4 hours no more. I
Mm,
don't want to do that. When I get there, I want one dope opening act, and then
okay.
I want to see the person I actually came there to see. In
Yeah.
fact, real shit, you can skip the opening. Just give me the person. They're
The
not gonna do
main
that
the
because
main dish.
that's not how show business works. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I don't need to be in a concert for 4 hours no more. Like I'm
Ooh.
good on that. I'm
Right.
so good on that.
Right.
So good on that. Shout out to Anderson Paak, man. He did, I want to say like any type of dope song from the three No Worries albums, he like did
Hold
all of
up.
them.
There's three. I thought there was two.
Nah, it's three of them joints. It's the one that
Really?
came out, I think it was last year that won a Grammy. It
Hold
was
up.
one before that, and
Okay.
it was one before that. So I think it's three of them.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta find it there for sure.
The last
Okay.
one, in my opinion, the last one was the best one. The
Yeah,
second
me
one is the
too.
second best one,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
my third
Yeah.
favorite is the first one. So it goes in
Okay.
reverse order for me as far as how I like listening to them. But dope show, dope show. Anderson Paak, you got everything you would expect out of an Anderson Paak show.
Okay.
He's gonna give you some soul. He's gonna rap a little bit. He's
Right.
gonna give you some R&B. He's gonna be funny. It was at one point during the show where he has like women come up from the audience, right? And like he's on stage dancing, doing his thing. There was one woman who just had like very large mammary glands, right?
Okay. Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
Anderson Paak is like dancing and he's singing his song, and without missing a note, he sees her, he's like, God, and then goes right back into the song, right back into the
Uh-huh.
dance routine. I was like, yeah, that's some skill, man. That's some
Right.
that's some skill. You notice the breastises, compliment the breastises, and don't even miss a note. I was this brother's talented.
Mhm.
That is talented.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Dope show, man. Shout out to Knowledge, dope DJ, dope producer.
Producer. Yes.
They broke it up. They did like maybe I say 5 or 7 songs. Then they went to like a DJ set with him, and then Pot came back out there with wardrobe full wardrobe change.
Yeah, I
I'm
saw
like,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
okay, but dope show, dope show. In and out, I want to say in maybe 2.5 hours.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, which
Okay.
I'm cool with,
That
man.
ain't
I
bad, man. Yeah.
personally love that's perfect for me, bro. Again,
Right.
I don't need 4 hours standing up. And no, I would rather be at the crib at some point. After I hear all the songs I wanted to hear, I'm like, you know what?
It's time to go.
I'm good,
It's time to go. Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
was dope. It was dope, man.
Okay. I got some questions then.
Questions?
So do you think that Anderson Paak is slept on as far as the industry and as far as like the casual folks? Like we know he's mad talented, he could sing, he could rap, but does he get the credit for being the artist that he is?
100% not. 100%
Mm,
not. It's one of those things where it's like it's almost kind of like comparative to Kendrick Lamar
hmm.
in that you remember like last year at during the height of the Drake and Kendrick beef, like you had all of these new Kendrick fans being born,
Yeah.
mostly out of their hatred for Drake, and also out of the fact that now these are some Kendrick songs that are like super duper pop hits and not just
Yeah.
dope songs that people
Yeah.
who been rocking with for a minute like.
Hmm.
So it was kind of like, damn, it's like how could this man Kendrick, who been like maybe top 10 with us for like
Oh
years and
yeah.
years, is
Yeah.
like how can he be slept on? And you see, there were people
Hmm.
who were sleeping on him, and they only really came out the woodwork because it's on the front of every blog now, whatever.
Right.
So it's like with Pop, it's like, damn, how can you make the dope music that he makes be that talented? Still, I feel like most people recognize him. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a distinct look, got very strong teeth. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I would hate to get
You
bit
do,
by this
boy.
man. This man, like, goddamn. Uh,
All right.
it's like, how can he be slept on if everybody knows him? But I think he is a little slept on because for the amount of talent this brother has,
Hmm.
and for the really quality music that he, and damn quantity of music too. There was a
Right.
stretch, I want to
Hmm.
say maybe pre-pandemic or right at the pandemic, from there to the Silk Sonic album he did with Bruno Mars. He put out like 5 or 6 albums over like a 3 year period. It was something crazy because
Hmm.
I didn't know about Pac until it was a little bit before COVID. The one
Okay.
song he did with Free Nationals, "You drink up all my liquor," that joint.
Okay.
My
That
kids
came
knew
from
the
the
song.
Malibu album.
I think it was the Malibu album, and
Yeah.
this was when he did it on the Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
Whenever that's his
Yeah.
Tiny Desk performance was, that's when I
Hmm.
first heard about him. I said, "This brother's on the drums and he's singing, and
Yeah. He
he's
bad,
kind of on
man.
some pimp-ish type stuff.
Hmm.
This kind of song, I like this. It's funky." And my kids came in and was singing it. I was like, "How do y'all know?" Like this ain't even no little kid type music. They
Right.
knew it because it was on the WWE wrestling game. So they was already up on Pop before me. But
Mhm.
after that Tiny Desk, I was good. This brother talented. I love his music. I love his sound, and
Okay.
I've been a fan ever since that time.
Let me tell you, man, I think for me, his best album to me has to be that Malibu album. That was I first heard of him on Dr. Dre's Compton album, right?
Okay.
Then I heard about him. Then I think it was that Malibu album, but he dropped an album before that one as well. I forgot what it was called. It was named after Sim City in California. But yo, I still play that Malibu album to this day. It is one of the best R&B albums, period. Heart Don't Stand a Chance, Order My Liquor, Let Me Touch Your Breast. I mean, it covers so much. You know what I'm saying? Oxnard is cool. The one he did with the Smokey Robinson, a remake was dope. I forgot the name of that album. His shit with Bruno Mars was it's okay. I mean, there was some two smashes that came from the album. Of course, all of his knowledge albums is dope with him as well. And then of course, there's numerous features. Even the shit he did with Dr. Dre for Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, the dude is not being talked about as being one of the best, I guess, because of sales. Everybody is just so big on sales now instead of the artistry and just the quality of music. Quick side step. This is what I want to show everybody here. So recently, I have been buying vinyls. More of an art piece. I don't even have an actual record player
I
just
was just about to ask you that.
just
You
yet.
got a record player.
No record player, but I've been buying some vinyls, right? So this right here, let me see if I can bring it into focus. Can we get that? This is
Ooh, classic.
yeah, this is it right here. Right. Now, when I bring out the actual records, so these bad boys, you know how back in the day we have the actual purple tape. It
Hmm.
was, it's what it was called. This, my friend, is the purple purple vinyl. Can I get it into focus right here? Yeah, you see it?
Dope.
Yeah. Now, that was Raekwon, the chef with Ghostface, only built for Cuban links. Uh, shoot, one of the best hip hop albums of all time, just to, get the record straight.
Hmm.
No pun intended. Now, the other one that I have here
I see what
is
you did there.
Into the Woo,
Mm.
36 Chambers. All right. Now, this vinyl has a really funky ass color scheme as well. And again, I don't need a record player right now. I stream it, but look at this show. Look at that. You know what I'm
Oh, that's
saying?
crazy. Yo,
Yeah.
you gotta get a record player,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
You
I'm gonna
gotta you
get one.
gotta see what it sound like. Because
Yeah.
apparently the old heads swear by it. They like, oh, that CD man.
That's
That's
the
how
sound.
old. Wait a minute. That's how old we are talking about old people. Oh, the CD player is it doing? Like, nah, dad. The CD player
Uh,
is where it's at. This is me like in 2000. Nah, dad. Just keep living, young blood.
yeah,
Just keep
man.
living.
But yeah,
But yeah, man, I would definitely want to hear that. See if it sound different.
and you know what?
Yeah.
I blame the clips because when they was on their shit phenomenal rollout, right? They dropped all their merch that was coming out to support the album, support them as well, right? And they came out with the vinyls for Let God Sort Them Out,
Mm.
and they have some funky ass, well, cool ass designs. So I said, fuck it, let me buy my brother one, and let me buy me one, to support the clips. But from there, man, I just been having it. It's like, you know what? I want to collect more and more vinyls, but I don't want to collect the ones, but the regular black vinyl. I want to collect them as like art pieces
Yeah.
in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Preserve music, I buy it. I don't have to worry about 10, 20 years from now, it gets taken off of DSPs. And then at that point, it's gone forever. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, support music. If you have an artist that you love, support them. Hard physicals means much more than a stream that's worth 0.000000001 cent. You know what I'm saying?
For
So,
sure.
support, man, support. What else do we got, yo?
What do we got?
We got a lot, man. We got a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, the Nicki Minaj and
Ooh.
Cardi B thing is going again, which is it's. Do we know how this started, bro? Other than the fact, like we know they don't like each other, bro. But
Yeah.
like, what was the genesis of this whole thing? That
All right,
what
man.
reignited it?
Let me get my tea or clock of my
Yeah,
tea.
clock it.
Clock it. Clock it.
I wish I could go back in time and find the first woman that started this bull job. Like I don't normally hit women. Like I'm playing, but this clock it.
Yeah.
What even is this, man?
So, I think Nikki is starting to either. All right. So at this point, I
I
don't
think
know
she
if
gonna
Nikki
go.
is trolling, is she on
She
something,
definitely is. Both.
or is she feeling left out of the conversation? So, during, Cardi's run, and the announcement of her sales, I think she did like, 200,000 and maybe 100 of that. It's like maybe pure, it's streaming. 80, 90 it might be like pure sales, I think. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I think Billboard was like, Cardi is the first, female rap artist to have two number ones back to back, or some shit like that, right? Like ESPN worthless stats, right? So Nicki was like, hold up now, bitch. I am the first female rapper to do X, Y, and Z. And remember a couple of years ago, right? Nicki was having their rant, like, she's been number one year after year after year. She was the only one winning all of the rap awards for women because she was the only one dropping music. She sold more than Aretha, Mariah at some point, just some wild ass stats, right? So,
Yeah.
Nicki being Nicki at that point goes off, rants talking about how, she's still the bitch and says something about Cardi. Cardi responded back. The nigga said something about her child culture. And then nigga was like, whoa, your child's favorite color is five. I thought it was funny. To me, that shit is still
It
funny.
is kind of funny
I
though.
don't
Like,
know if Nikki's child is autistic or not. I don't even know what the child looks like. But as a clapback moment, that shit is funny as hell. And then, over the past, 48, 72 hours, they kept going back and forth, talking about each other kids. And then, Nikki at some point just said, fuck it. I gotta see you. But, Nikki's pregnant. And then Nikki said, all right, bring your sister. She said, Nikki said, Cardi said, bet, time and place, and that's it. So it's exhausting because nobody is dropping any music. It's just verbal wars on Twitter back and forth, but no bars.
Is Nikki about to drop a project?
She put on a tweet or a post that I guess her new album is going to drop maybe March of next year, around that time. The
Okay.
only person that responded during the whole back and forth was JT. She came out with two songs. I just heard that this morning. The first one was it was cool. It was cool, but the beat, the cadence was kind of like but she was, making her bars funny. The second one sounds like a better record, but the distance wasn't as hard, But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the wrap up, man. Nicki and Cardi, that's like the new 50 and Ja. That beef would never end.
It's tiring. It's tiring. I don't know. Rap beefs with no rap is just like, what's the point? You know, like what's the purpose of it, bro? Like I could care less about either one of them as artists. I will say, if we just talking talent, I would say
Hold on now.
Nicki
Choose your
got the
words
best.
carefully before
I
the
don't care,
barbs attack you. Us.
man. They
Before
don't.
they attack us.
Nigga, we got 950 subscribers on YouTube. Nigga, they ain't gonna hear this, and I don't care. I hope they do hear it. Nah, I was actually giving I give Nicki the edge in as far as ability. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
don't believe Safari wrote none of her stuff because it's Safari, bro. That nigga's
I
10
think
types of garbage.
I
So
think we know who is the writer out of them two, for sure.
yeah, if anything, she was writing his stuff and he still ain't spit it right. You remember his Breakfast Club freestyle?
Yo,
Yo, that was
yo,
the worst. This
yo.
is my whole thing. If you know that your bars are not up to par, just be like, I'm not gonna freestyle. Like, nah, I can't do that. Nah, I'm not gonna do that because I got music. I get paid to do it, and then it's
Yeah.
next question. But
Yeah.
if I don't understand why, if you know you're not like that lyrically, and you know the only way that you could sound good is if you in a studio and people feeding you lines and blah blah blah. Why would
Mhm.
you go on national TV and just try to try to just wing it like that? I don't understand.
I mean, hey man, some people just want to be viral. Safari isn't an artist per se. He's a figure. He's a an influencer, maybe, but he's just trying to capitalize off of moments. But off of that though, I mean, Nicki, yes, better
Ooh,
rapper
it smells
than
good.
Cardi for sure. Cardi will need Party to help her write some diss bars, but Cardi is fucking pregnant. It's like, why are you going back and forth during your pregnancy? You don't
Nigga,
want
she put
no,
out an album called what? Am I the Drama or something? What's the name of her
yeah,
album? Am I?
yeah,
She
yes,
just. Let me
yes.
ask you this. Let me ask you this. And this is why I don't understand about people who have friends that annoy them
Yeah.
because their friends are always in some type of drama.
Hmm.
I don't see why they don't see that you could just make new friends. Because like I don't know if you've ever been cool with somebody who it seemed like, yo, every time you looked up, they had some kind of issue with
Hmm.
somebody, a problem, somebody
Hmm.
out to get them. Like I was just like, yo, nigga, do you ever just not? Like seriously, like people like that. That's who Cardi is. Because let me ask you this: if
Hmm.
say Nicki wasn't beefing with Cardi, say Nicki was beefing with Beyonce for whatever reason,
Right.
Nicki was just off the booger sugar, whatever. She had beefs with Beyonce that she wanted to air out on
And she
X.
does. She does.
Cool. If she said the stuff about Beyonce that she's saying about Cardi, do you think
Hmm.
Beyonce would have got on Twitter and responded within like
Uh,
2 hours?
uh, no.
No.
And they
And
haven't.
guess what would happen after like 2 days? Nothing.
Crickets.
It would be peaceful. Beyonce probably would have heard of it, got wind of it.
Hmm.
She would have logged that back here, you know what I'm saying, in the memory banks.
Right.
And then 5 years later, when she's in position to, handle Nicki's future or like influence a deal or whatever, because everybody's interconnected in the entertainment industry,
Hmm.
she'd be like, you know what? No, she can't. She can't. That would be her
She can't
revenge.
sample my voice. She
She
can't ask for a
can't,
feature.
or she can, but I want 100%
Oh,
royalties off the
yeah.
album. Something
Yeah.
crazy.
Right.
Like, but it's like if you don't feed the trolls just die. And this is what I don't like.
True.
It gets on my nerves. It's like you always the victim and everything. Talking about Cardi now, it's like people always attacking you. But like, what about the stuff that you respond to and all the gasoline that you pour on the fire? Even if you ain't start the fire, you
Hmm.
got the choice to put water on it or put gasoline on it, and she chooses gas 95% of the time.
Yeah. I mean, the whole back and forth between those two, when it got to the children, it's like, all right, it's now y'all making it, crazy personal. You know what
Like
I'm
you just have
saying?
to fight at that point. When
Yeah,
you
you
call
got,
people
yeah,
children,
yeah,
kids, newborn
yeah.
kids at that,
That's a
you
new
know,
Lolo. I mean, I can understand,
you gotta
big
see me.
forehead being plastic or, having some type of STD or your man's is doing X, Y, and Z. Like,
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. But the whole kids angle is like, all right, yeah. At this point, even though I don't advocate for violence, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you got to put belt to ass on
yeah,
some of these folks.
definitely one of
And
those times.
and Nikki, you know, she's still going on her, fuck Rock Nation, fuck Jay-Z run. It's like what did
Hey, you
this
notice
man
Jay
do
ain't
to
said
you, yo?
it's been FJZ for what 3 years now. What has Jay Z
Maybe
said
longer.
about it? What
Maybe
has Jay
longer,
Z said
man.
about it?
Nothing,
Nothing.
nothing, nothing. You're right,
Nothing.
but she's still going on though. Like, yeah, Rock Nation, Jay Z, they're trying to
Yeah.
blackball my career, and they don't set up people. They try to put out a hit on
Good.
me. Like, I'm like, okay, are we witnessing Kanye 2.0 in a sense? Because it sounds very similar. It
It's a
sounds
very That's a
Similar.
very astute observation because that trajectory is they kind of lining up in trajectory. It's like you get praise for your music, you put out this transcendent music.
Hmm.
They both did it. Then the music kind of slows down a little bit. You kind of get into the antics.
Yeah.
She
See?
might be Kanye from 5 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we've seen this video before. Like
Hmm.
she's well on her way. She could be like half naked running down the street at some point in the next year. Like I can see it.
Hey man, it's
She's on drugs. They already said she on that coke. That's what they be saying. If it says she on that.
we don't know. I mean, it could be pills, could be some other, dangerous substance. But hey, man, it's it feels like Nikki is tarnishing her brand in a sense because
Yeah.
people ain't really talking about her, and for her to jump out the whip and just aim at everybody, or aiming at folks that don't really ire your anger. It just seems out of left field for her to really do that, but it's, hey, at this point, it's Nikki. It's it's Nikki Ye at this point, or Ye Nikki. However you want to put it, that's her. She's going into the realm of the Kanye, like she is following his blueprint in a sense. And it's just it's nasty. I don't want to remember Nikki as this, but she's letting everybody know, like, hey, this is my Jaguar right conspiracy theory lane as well. So do you, boo?
Everybody knows that I'm a monster. What if all of those what if all
I
those
miss
crazy
that.
voices she was
I
making
miss that Nikki though.
was the real her? What if that was really
Right.
the Nikki that she
Mm,
was? And then, they just hadn't taken over. And now the
like
voices have finally taken over.
makes sense. Bipolar
Crazy.
or whatever that diagnosis is for multiple personalities. Like I get it now. I get it.
All
Yeah.
makes sense.
All makes
All
sense,
makes
man.
sense.
Yeah, man. You know what else makes sense? Diddy going away. That nigga.
He's got 4 years.
Look, he was looking at first they wanted 20, but then
Yeah.
the prosecutor got it down to like 11 and a half years. Now it's down to 4. He already served what, 14, no, like 16 months in jail. I mean, yeah, 16 months. So that's about a year and 4 months, I want to say.
Mhm.
So, about 3.5 years in jail. He might get out early if a successful appeal goes through or he gets into like a program or something. But the question is that I have for everybody out there and everybody on live as well. And if you're watching this later on, do you think Diddy got the right amount of time? Do Are we just talking about just following the law for what he got, or should we include everything outside that has happened as well that he wasn't convicted for? Should he have received more time or less time, or just be out free right now?
Hmm. Yo, when it first came down, I was against it because I was like, okay, they giving him 4 years, not for domestic violence. Because if he was on trial for beating up Cassie, forget 4 years, get that man 10 years, like whatever. Like
Hmm.
you don't put your hands on nobody, not even just women. Don't put your hands on anybody. But it wasn't that. He actually got convicted of the Mann Act. So he got convicted for bringing
Prostitution.
prostitutes across state lines and engaging in sexually explicit activities. That's what he got convicted of. So I think like the guidelines for sentencing was something like a year on the low end up to like 5 or 6 years, something like that on the high end.
Hmm.
So I was thinking if he's being just sentenced for that, I think he should get time served and he should be out. Because I don't recommend nobody engage in prostitution on either side of it, but
Right.
at the end of the day, who's really getting hurt by that? But so I was against it. But then I was like, yo, when I read what the judge said about why he gave Diddy the sentence that he gave him, he was like,
Hmm.
even though I'm sure Diddy will make an effort to change and blah 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 blah. He was like, there was still abuse in this, and he let
Hmm.
that kind of influence his ruling. You know what I'm saying? Because, in fact, you know what? If we lived in a world where the Cassie video never came out of him just like beating Cassidy down, I
Hmm.
think he's probably out of jail at this point.
Okay.
But we don't
Okay.
live in that world. We
Yeah.
saw the man do it.
Hmm.
So even though he didn't get necessarily convicted of that,
Right.
because I know he did it, I'm okay with him getting 4 years in jail for that.
You know what? I'm
100%
I'm
for
glad
it.
you said that because I was on the side of okay, he's serving his time for prostitution. You know, it's not like he was being charged as a pimp, but actually employing the service of escorts to, do sexual activities, right?
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? Maybe he should have got less time. But now that you're putting it, and me thinking from the eyes of the victim and the victim's family, if I was her family, I would have been like, I know it's past the statute for whenever he did that horrible act to Cassie. I still want him to go away for longer because he deserves it. At this point, Cassie got her money, and rightfully so. You know, he's behind jail for at least 3 years, as we know it. I think that's a win for Cassie because she can finally close that chapter of her life, hopefully, and just move past it. And Diddy would have to sit down, do the, trying to make sure nobody gets him. You know what I'm saying?
Take that. Take that.
Make sure nobody over his ear be like, take that, Diddy. Low.
Like,
You know what I'm
no.
saying? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey man, like, do you think once Diddy comes out, do you think he will ever bounce back into music, or is his image tarnished forever?
It's
Now,
100% tarnished forever.
okay.
100%.
Now, in the same vein, there are some celebrities that have killed people and are still okay by today's standards. Now, might be
Oh,
kind of a hot take. All right, so remember Brandy killed somebody during a vehicle
it's a
accident,
traffic accident. Yeah.
right? Uh, the Jenner, not Chris, but the husband now is a woman, killed somebody as well.
He did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking now. Now, just those two examples. Oh, Ray, what's his name? Ray from the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, Ray Lewis. Oh
Ray
no, they
Lewis.
bought that, but he did do stuff after that, but listen, look at them comment sections. Anytime Ray say something and
Hmm.
people don't agree with what he said, go to the comment section. This nigga killed the nigga with a yo, quick. I forgot I forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until going to the horror show that is the comment section after Ray Lewis was responding to Shannon Sharp saying something about Ray Lewis. It was like,
Hmm.
why is this man talking? Didn't he murder somebody 20 years ago? I was like, dang, I forgot. The internet never forgets, man. But I say Diddy won't bounce back because
But
it's still it's
go ahead.
it's the gay stuff. Real talk. You know what? It's unfortunate because I think beating Cassie down is obviously more despicable than just being a friggin' nigga. You know what I'm saying? But that's not going to be the thing that gets him because that's just the way it is. Like it's all the gay stuff, and it's the gay stuff, and it's the escorts talking about the gay stuff
Hmm.
explicitly on Vlad TV. Like the stuff that they were saying to Diddy is what is it? An adjective? He's an adjective now. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy.
But that's all
That's
right.
that ain't going nowhere. So I don't think he would ever. His only hope would be to embrace the whole Rainbow Coalition. If he came out, I was like, look, I'm just living my truth. My sexuality is my sexuality. I like women, but I also,
Hmm.
dabble in over this side too, whatever. More love for everybody. Buddy Love is back. He'll get a t-shirt that said Buddy Love is back,
Hmm.
But he the jokes will never stop, bro. Anytime you got a thing named after you,
Yeah.
no Diddy replaced pause, my nigga. Like it's a rap in hip hop. No,
I don't think it stayed, but yeah,
oh, see,
his
yeah,
name turned into a catchphrase now, right? I
that's
want to
no
I want to give you a
Diddy.
bit more. Remember Jason Williams? He killed his driver. He said it was by accident, but it was
Yeah,
like, come on, brother. Come on, brother.
yeah. How you
He's free.
accidentally?
Now, again, these people have killed somebody. They killed somebody and they are still somewhat relevant to this day. Um, Snoop, even though his bodyguard took the crime, but killed somebody at a park way back in the 90s. That's where Brenda was the case. Is what they gave me. What's the big thing? We talked about Brandy. Um, who else do we have here, man? Like I'm looking at a list of all of these celebrities that killed somebody, that got off from killing somebody, and
But
there's
that's the
and
thing though. In hip hop though, killing somebody might actually get you cool points.
Gucci Man, prime example.
Gucci killed
Gucci
somebody.
Man.
The baby killed some. Think about it. The
Yeah,
baby killed the
yeah,
dude. Granted, supposedly it was self defense.
yeah.
Killed the dude. Everybody knows he killed the dude. That did nothing but help this brother career. This
Mm.
man said one bad thing about gay niggas,
Oh,
and his career ain't recovered
crashed,
since.
crashed. Yeah,
It's been like
yeah.
4 years, man. He said one thing on the stage. Boom! He's
Cancel
homophobic.
him. Yeah, man.
Tomato, tomato. Find out the baby actually killed somebody. We love you.
Again, I'm just it just you're right. In that sense, in hip hop or in that culture, killing somebody like that and your name kind of rings. But what about the other ones where, you got into a car accident and maybe you wasn't looking the right way and you killed
Yeah,
somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like again, Brandy killed somebody. Brandy killed somebody, but people still love Brandy. You know, I
yeah.
think it's because the what we saw was so vicious,
It was egregious.
right? And it's like something that your brain can't quite get over it because we saw it and that the way it was done and the
It was
fact that
brutal. Like it wasn't no, we kind of I'm in her face, she in my face, and we kind of get into a wrestling
yeah,
match,
and
and
no pushing
and
and
you
shoving. Nah,
accidentally was just like, wow, you just moved your hand, but her jaw was in the way, and then you was like, oh my god, what have I done? Nah, nah,
hmm,
nah, nah, nah. This
nah.
nigga went full UFC and was like on top of her going, and then she down on her, he kicks her.
Oh yeah, man.
Like that
Yo,
would be dirty. That's dirty to do to a nigga you fighting. You
I
already
never
got the dude.
finished.
He on the ground like he ain't no threat.
Yeah, I never finished the
Nigga.
whole video. You know what I'm saying? Because the first
Yeah.
time I saw, it, I was like, "Fuck," and then when I saw he kept going, I was like, "Oh no, this ain't. I
Yeah,
can't.
bro.
I can't see that." So, in a sense, I get what you're saying. But
It's messed up.
because of who Diddy is, what he has done, and the fact that his hold over women and the way that he will beat on them. If I was Cassie's parents, I would be like, yeah, like lock his ass up for 10, 20 years, but whatever the case may be, because he's been a terror. I remember when he was on his, I'm no longer Diddy, I'm loved now. And he was talking more about God and, trying to get people back their their publishing. He was trying to turn over a new leaf and all the other good
Mhm.
stuff. It was kind of like, it's kind of too late for that, brother. Kind of too late for that, brother. But yeah, man. I mean, hey, I think the time is right. Uh, at first, I was on the fence of, he should just be judged by the crime itself. But now that I think about it, I think the the time is right, because what he did was was just deplorable.
But see, here's the thing though. But even as bad as that was, that's not even the reason I think he won't ever get his spot. Like I really think it's because of like the freaky nature of his sexual proclivities.
Got you.
Like that's it's just though there's still some ingrained homophobia in hip hop.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
when I say
Yeah.
the jokes, it's going to be years. Think about it like this, bro. You know, we don't talk about R. Kelly no more for real now because he's in jail. He ain't really putting out
Hmm.
hits like he was before. But for years after, like think about around early 2000s up until whenever it was he went to jail.
Hmm.
Anytime this man came up, he was like, yo, you know he liked to pee on middle school age kids. Like he be
Hmm.
peeing on people. That was the running joke. It's like if you can't be like one of the top people in this profession if you got something that people can laugh at you about.
Even the Boondocks did it.
Oh
Boondocks
my, oh
did it
my God.
perfectly,
Oh,
boy.
crazy. Like
Hmm.
it's just I don't know. It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
He's just not gonna be as popular as he used to be.
Yeah.
Diddy is going to be fine. Diddy is a billionaire. I'm
Used to
sure
be a
he,
billionaire. Used to
stroke
be.
a. You say what? He used to be a
Used to
billionaire?
be a billionaire. Yeah, I'm quite sure. Him being kicked out of the chairman's seats or had to step down from CEOs from those companies that don't want to be linked to a convicted felon at this point. That money is gone, but he still
Eh,
got money.
to an
But
extent,
yeah,
to an extent, because they can
yeah.
take you out. Like it's your paper. You got. I guarantee you, he got some type of crazy legal paperwork. Like they can't
Oh
just
yeah.
kick you out. They got to give you some type of settlement or something, or buy you out or whatever. So, point being, he ain't hurting for no money.
Oh no,
He's gonna be
no.
fine when he gets out.
Yeah.
What I see happening, I think he's just going to be one of those celebrities who used to be the guy who was popular and popping, and
Uh-huh.
he's just gonna kind of like go to the background, kind of like what Russell Simmons did. You know, Russell Simmons had his
Russell had no
whole thing.
choice. He had
No,
no
no,
choice
he
though.
went to another country till it died down.
Yeah, he was coming.
Found out it was safe, and then he came back. But you don't hear
Yeah.
nothing. He just played the
Yeah.
background now. I think that's what you're
Hmm.
gonna see with Diddy, man. Same thing.
Okay. Okay. Now you sent me something in the text, and I was kind of puzzled, so I want to hear more of your thoughts about it. You told me that Wolverine is a serial killer or SK that shaves his mustache.
Mhm.
Give me more of what you were trying to say.
First of all, I don't trust as a general rule,
Hmm.
I don't trust no man that is not in the military who has the ability to grow a mustache and they purposely shave their whole mustache off. I don't trust you.
Why is
It's
that?
because it's such an odd choice. Some people can't grow facial hair.
Hmm.
Cool. Some people have to shave their facial hair for their job. For example, military, right? You got to be
Hmm.
clean shaven. If you just a civilian dude who can grow a beard and a mustache, and you just decide to wake up one day and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna have any hair on my lip. I'm gonna have facial hair everywhere else. But this
Okay.
right here,
Night nah.
I don't trust you. I would never eat at your house. I would never trust you with anything of value.
Okay.
You're obviously a serial killer.
Okay.
Obviously. So that should
Hmm.
have been like the first clue for people and their liking of Wolverine. Because Wolverine, since the 70s, he been shaving his mustache. Harry's dude in the Marvel Universe. Shaves only his mustache and the middle of his beard.
And it's
He's a
have the
serial killer.
the um the uh the mutton chops,
The
right?
mutton chops with the
Yeah.
no stash combo is all sorts of
Okay.
diabolical, my nigga.
Okay. I see where you're going with that. All
But this is on
right.
top of that. I mean, that was the first red flag.
Okay.
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 Second red flag. This man's whole superpower is he can heal from anything almost instantaneously, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
So if ever there was a superhero who could take out the bad guys while also not killing them, letting the bad guys have their day in court, it
Hmm.
would be him. Because no matter what they do to him, they shoot him, they stab him, they
Hmm.
strangle him. He just like, yo, I'm 2 seconds later, I'm good. What does he do? He chooses to murder every single villain. Murder or maim, excuse me. Murder or maim,
Get it right.
M or M, okay? Every villain. I mean, straight claws. to the
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
This nigga likes killing people. He's a murderer. And this is who you
He's
got in the school with the children.
Hey, he's the
Professor
best
X.
at what he do. And by the way, when that game comes to PlayStation next year,
I'm 100%
oh,
getting that game.
oh,
Okay. It's gonna get we're gonna be serial killers together because
I'm
God,
a I'm gonna have to
we gonna
I'm gonna have to stream that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? Because damn, yes,
murder. I mean,
everything
just
that
murdering.
everything that you're saying is true. It is so true. He is slicing up arms and claws through the jawbone head,
Chopping
the
heads off. Like,
the
oh,
body
he chopped
blows with
somebody's
the
head off. Okay,
claws.
that
I'm
was
like,
a
yeah.
it was like a monster, right? Like, nah, it was just this dude named Larry who was selling dime bags of weed. Like, why you kill Larry? Nigga, like, it's ridiculous, man.
I'm the best at what I do. That's Bub.
He's
That's
a
it.
murderer.
That's it, man. Um,
Murderer.
Speaking of that, man, I like where we're going with this, right?
This
What
guy,
other
murderer.
superhero is can be an SK on the side as well? Who do you think? I think
A
Batman.
SK? Oh, sir. Oh, sir.
I
Oh my
think
God. Yes,
I think
Batman. You would
Batman.
think Batman, he's pretty much just a villain. Like he is a bad day. He's a getting out of bed and stubbing your big toe by the bedpost away from being a
Hmm.
villain. Like he's very
Yeah.
close.
And think
Um,
about it too. His whole psychosis is that he saw his parents get gunned down in an alley by Joe Frost, right? Petty thief, whatever. That is like the perfect setup to be a serial killer. Like, you know what? I gotta take down all of these scum of the earth because I killed my parents. Also, I think Superman could be a good one too. Because hear me out now. During the day, as Clark Kent, he's your normal everyday citizen, right? He takes care of his business. He's charming. He's good looking. He has a 9 to 5 job and he's good at it. But when he takes off the glasses, he becomes Superman. That in itself is a psychosis of Ted Bundy. Charming, good looking. He can talk to people. He was great. But once he dropped that mask off, what was he? A serial killer. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it lines up, man. It lines up. I'm telling you, man. Watch out
that's
for
crazy.
Superman, y'all.
That's crazy. Crazy. Side note, I think that's the reason Batman's villains are like so dope. Like think about any group of villains of any hero,
Mhm.
any rogues gallery. Nigga, Batman got the coolest villains.
Yeah.
And I think you
Yeah.
kind of have to be cool because Batman is again, he's a peanut butter sandwich away from
Losing it
being a
all.
villain himself. This nigga power is preparedness. Nigga, that's like that's every serial killer who's successful, that's like their main attribute. They smart and
Mhm.
they're prepared for all scenarios and
Yep.
situations. That nigga,
Yep.
nigga is Batman.
Listen, I mean, hey, it is the man is so dangerous. Again, man, not metahuman, not mutant, not the genius of the world, not an alien, a human, a man was able to come up with a contingency plan to take down the Justice League if they ever got out of line, and also made a plan for himself if he ever turned evil. That nigga is who you gotta watch out for. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like if he has a plan not only for the villains, but for his crew as well, whew, boy, yeah, that man got problems. He don't trust nobody, not even himself. You know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous,
That's
man.
diabolical, man. What else do you got, yo?
I know, that's it, man. I don't got nothing else.
All right, all right. Okay, okay. Look at us, man. Them Geek Salad boys, man, in and out today. Hey, once again, everybody, I want to thank y'all for coming out. For everybody that was watching on live, I see some of y'all. Thank you for being in the live today. Um,
Appreciate you.
Again, follow REA, follow everybody calls me G. Follow the Geek Salad YouTube, Instagram page. Make sure y'all, subscribe to this channel. We're trying to get to 1,000, and we're only about 7 subs away. So make sure y'all do that. But yeah, man, what else do you gotta say, yo?
Nah, that was it, man. Thank everybody for watching. Y'all be safe out there. Till next time, I'm Arya the King.
I'm Big G the Bearded One. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.